nobody else can do this job because they got too much feeling.
Even 10 minutes is a long time to be away from you.
You will sleep now.
Hello, welcome back again, friends. This Saturday, TPL featured match has ANZR taking on SOB on Foy Night. My name is Caparzo, and I'm joined by Awake and newcomer to the booth, Frosty. Awake, welcome back, and Frosty, welcome to the broadcast. We're going to be on Foy Night here today with ANZR playing the Allies while SOB has the Axis. Foy is a tanker's paradise, as we all know. Without knowing the midpoint just yet, what do you boys think is the most important thing coming out of the gate here?
For me, it's definitely be tanks and artillery. I think artillery kind of like complements the infantry, and then obviously like the tanks on top of that complements them both. Yeah, I just think artillery, like especially given the most famous midpoint in the world, that's known to be at this point. Artillery is going to be really key for teams on Foy, no matter what. I say even more than tanks to play devil's advocate a little bit. Just really good artillery play can really make or break a Foy match, in my opinion. And if you have that constantly up, I think it'll serve the team that uses it the best. They'll come out on top.
Frosty, what say you?
I think you're absolutely on the money on there, Away. As well as straight off the rip, I think the main road control is going to prove absolutely vital, and it'll help complement just that tank control and also being able to precisely lay down that artillery to really give the effect to control the main objective at whichever midpoint that may be.
So speaking of midpoints, we were talking just before we went, fully live here. Southern Edge, probably the most preferable midpoint to have for a competitive match, but what are you guys thinking?
Oh, what do you think, mate? West Bend.
You're such a troll, Awake.
Yeah, no, I'd have to agree with the Southern Edge. I think Southern Edge it'll prove for a really good game.
Yeah, I mean, all jokes aside, Southern Edge, obviously it's the most balanced. I forget what the point to the west or the east is called. Is that like dugout? No, I don't even know. Whatever that point to the east is, that's kind of more even than West Bend, but not by much. I mean, whoever caps that point usually ends up winning the game unless something terribly goes wrong. West Bend, as the meme as it is, obviously favors Germans, but you do get a lot of soft cap pressure for that point within the woods. If that is the midpoint, question is whoever is allies. I forget who is allies for this match. Obviously, they have to take control of the forest as well as the eastern side of that midpoint. But I really just want a Southern Edge because those games can go either way on that midpoint.
100%. We actually have a map change here already, so 50 seconds away from jumping into this match proper and getting to find out just what midpoint it's going to be. So I'm so excited to be here tonight with you all and get to witness a really great Foy match.
And I believe we are on a Japanese server.
We are indeed.
Due to ANZR being an Oceania team and SOB being a American team, if my memory serves me correctly.
I believe you're right. Yep. And once we just jump up into admin cam, I'll swap over to the gameplay view and we can check it out in final seconds here. If it is West Bend, though, man, it's going to be really, really tough for ANZR to get to win this game as the Allies, as we all know. But it is Dugout Barn. Dugout Barn, everyone.
Ooh. Yeah, just based on experience, whoever caps mid first for this point tends to win more than they lose. You see it on the console side, you see it on the PC side of things. Dugout Barn. We gotta love it.
And we are jumping in admin cam here. Just give me one moment to get the settings just right. And here we go. Foy Night, Dugout Barn. Let's have a fly on over.
What are the other points? Where's fourth point for each team?
We have
that is
Bazoy
awful.
and Foy. Yeah, very.
That is. This is one of the worst layouts of a game that can ever be played on Foy. Oh my god.
It's definitely not an easy one.
I think
No,
that main road control is really amplified with this current setup right now.
yeah, whoever controls Southern Edge is gonna have a huge advantage, even if they don't capture Dugout Barn, just because like whoever I forget who's accessing this SOB, if they cap Dugout Barn, they can easily just walk in the Foy Road, like without like a care in the world. On the flip side, ANZR, if they cap mid first, it's a little bit more of a trip, not too much for Foy, but it's damn like I'm sorry, but this layout is absolutely terrible.
Very, very difficult layout for both teams. They're going to have to run quite a ways in all directions to make any offensive pressure happen beyond the midpoint. I'm seeing I'm dropping some frames here, so hopefully it buffs out soon. I've lowered some of my output settings to try to compensate, so apologies. Twitch is not being my friend today. YouTube has won the day as far as the streaming is concerned, so far at least. Hopefully I could get this polished up for everyone.
If you have to, you can lower the quality for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, let me try that as we're in the last seconds of the countdown. Alrighty. Let's see if that helps out at all.
How many tanks is ANZR burning out? Just a standard 3?
1 tank, 2, 3 tanks for ANZR. What's it look like on your side, Frosty? Frosty's on the other side right now as on SOB's team.
Yeah, I'm currently looking for their tanks, and I actually can't see any at the wall just yet.
On the map, are you able to see any that they pulled out?
Yes, sorry, they've got one medium tank pulling up through to the main road through Foy, which is a bit interesting, having only one tank crew.
And this is TPLite, so it is 30v30. I don't know if there's any special rules like no arty, no destroying nodes and stuff like that.
Yep, standard rule set. No, arty's fair game, nodes are fair game, panthers are fair game. So let's see what we got here. ANZR pushing out of their blue line now. And let's see who's able to get their cap pressure in first. We see SOB to the east.
Like they get out so far away. Not sure why. Guess they don't want to run each other over. I've done that many times in my career.
I've ran myself over more times than I'd like, honestly. Some early artillery landing. Let's get a little closer into the action here. ANZR, great start here so far. Late truck arriving for SOB. Stewart is pushed up. The medium is off on the top left of your screen there, as is the recon tank. The Stewart's going to play a really important role for this mid-cap. Who do we have here? This is Fly Spray, Smokey, and Why So Serious. Or SOB spawning outside of the barn with their outpost.
Looks like they did contest it for a second. SOB, but ANZ are still on the cap.
Frosty, where is SOB's medium tank?
He's just making his way out from the main road now in F5.
Copy that.
So he might come up with a nasty flank on that Stewart, I believe that's at dugout.
Yep. And we're seeing the recon tank flank out wide. That's a cap for ANZR on dugout. This medium is sitting pretty in a really nice spot. That hay bale giving him some good cover.
It's like that recon tank just got popped by AT.
I think we're about to see a tank battle go down here. This medium should get eyes on him in a minute.
Oh, yeah. I see what you're talking about.
SOB's PC4 obviously can't see him. He's sending it straight in.
Yeah, it might be a matter of elevation, like we've seen before in these sorts of cases with tanks. Are they? Nope, they definitely should see them here. Oh, maybe not.
They definitely see each other.
No, he might not. I think right here, ANZR will have a view. Big kill if he's able to take him. That's tracks, I believe. Does a little drift. And the
ANZR was a good start.
Yeah, should get him here. Big kill by Satch, Aver, and Woozy. Moving back towards the point. Stewart still hanging tough. Let's back off here and get a little bit of idea what's going on the battlefield. Like we said, 30v30, so, you know, maybe not as much manpower as you're used to seeing in these matches, but we have a flanking squad by SOB. We have Mike O'Neill and his squad mates, but looks like right here, ANZR kind of pushing SOB out of the strong point. They have this garrison that I'm sure everyone puts this garrison. Maybe not.
Oh, wow.
Where's SOB's garrisons?
Yeah, they've got two either side of Foy, so they don't actually have any OPs or garrisons to actually attack dugouts. So ANZR's got a really big upper hand right now.
Yeah, that's huge. Plus the medium tank battle was won by ANZR. So right now you're sitting pretty if you're them. If we go over and kind of look at what SOB has going in the further in the back line, probably a support dropping some supplies, or as we see right over here, to get a garrison up. But in the meanwhile, it's ANZR's ground to take, and they're pushing. Just checking with
SOB's got another medium pushing up out of the middle now, so could have another tank battle on the go.
Right. We have no other heavies pushing out for ANZR. That makes sense because all their tanks are up, except for that starting recon, I believe. Now this is a heroic push. Oopsie daisy. One chance. Crazy Foot and Nelson.
Middle of the field battle.
Band of brothers. Yep. Taking him out, Nelson is. One chance seeing them out in the distance. Might be difficult with the bar. Taking a look at the map here. ANZR placing a garrison right on the blue line. Seeing a likely spawn on their recon as well. And one chance.
They've got their
Joker.
medium tank pushing up through that cluster there that you just pointed out too. They definitely need the support.
That tank taking shots at that house, very smart. Keeping him pinned while one chance plays hero. One chance. Slow down. Oh. Demon takes him out. Joker right behind him. Throws a grenade. Might have gotten it with that one. No, too far.
Rocket. No.
Oof. And Joker's able...
Yeah.
Joker on Joker crime right there. That's, 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 Joker on Joker crime right there. quite something. Let's pan over to the frontline garrison that ANZR has over here. Pretty good, amount of people here, considering, again, 30v30. So basically multiply the amount of people you're seeing by 25%. But strong defense by SOB. Puff against Bouncy Boy and Bob the Builder, getting completely surrounded. Goes down there. How's the garrison situation looking now, Frosty? Is it a little bit more even for SOB, or are they still struggling to get those blue lines up?
I think they're still struggling. They've gotten one more garrison up in G4 to get a bit of frontline pressure, but it just doesn't look like they're capitalising on that. It is warm.
All right, we're seeing the medium for ANZR on a wider flank, kind of getting on the road that leads into Foy. And then we're seeing the second medium by SOB pushing offensively with squad leader here. That's Joker again. And actually, I'm sorry, this is a Panther. And then they have the P4 as well. So 2 tanks over here for SOB, which is exactly what they're going to need to push into the point. Thing is, will it be too late? Can their defense hold? We can take a look at the defensive situation here for SOB as the medium for ANZR is pushing down this road, but he is getting wrapped up.
This medium really doesn't have much support, infantry support.
Very dangerous.
I think he's going to find himself landing in a bit of strife here. Here comes a satchel.
Oh!
Oh!
Mike O'Neill gets 2 in him. Takes those
there
points.
Goes the medium.
Yeah. Now ANZR with their heavy now just pushing out of the HQ, passing by Bezoy Foy. Both tanks for the Axis are in this field. Nice spot to be for a tanker. With the free path, really, into Dugout Barn. But I think they're waiting on some infantry support. If we look at Dugout Barn, pretty decent amount of defense by ANZR. They know they hold this point, they win, so important to keep that staffed well. And then we have a front door battle between Slaughter, Demon, and Joker just in front of SOB's garrison on the front door. So well done by Slaughter getting that up and Demon. Sorry, Slaughter. That's like the 19th commentator's curse I've given someone today.
I'm right there with you.
We have, who's this over here? Roger. Wonder if he knows that this garrison is here. Sure, he suspects something. There will likely be a spawn wave before he gets there. Let's see. Does have a rocket, most likely. Yep. Ah, I thought he was going to be greedy. I wanted you to be greedy, Roger.
You love and hate to see it.
Yeah, exactly. I love it when it works out. I hate it when I'm stupid and miss a garrison takedown because I wanted a few kills.
Go to south of the midpoint. Is there a big push? No, that's Foy.
The midpoint, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. There is a good amount, again, considering 30v30, of SOB infantry behind here. This is not a push you want necessarily to take This one MG over here is probably going to feast a little bit if he's able to get a sightline on him.
Was that an airhead spawn in the corner?
It is.
I'm so smart.
You've been watching too much Hell Let Loose today. Not you, though, viewers. You're watching just the right, perfect amount of Hell Let Loose. Don't even sweat it.
I think that airhead might have just got taken out by a rocket.
ANZR kind of pushing out back towards the infantry where they're seeing them come from, leaving their MG in spot. It's a good play, and the MG goes down. Oh, dude, I can't help myself.
You know, I'm quite surprised with the lack of presence on this main road. How's ANZR looking there?
On the main road going into Foy, or the main road over here that goes into Dugout?
From Southern Edge pushing into Foy.
Yeah, I mean, they still have the garrison there. They have a couple OPs, but I think SOB is doing a better job now than ever of kind of pushing out to meet them. But we're seeing the Panther getting into a tank battle, it would appear, with what I presume to be the Heavy. Can't quite make out the angle that this
I believe that's the pack gun. Just in those trees, are looking.
Oh yeah, they might have killed the oh, and the medium goes down. I do see that pack gun that you're talking about. It looks like the infantry was killed off of it, but the gun itself remains. Want to take that out if you're the Panther here. We're seeing a battle in the front line here again. Two squad leaders, Rambo and Nelson. Nelson wins that one. Good playing by Nelson so far this game. He's coming up on an outpost just behind this group of houses. I'm sure that's what he's looking for. Takes out Slaughter. Taking evasive movements.
Look at him go.
Oh, Rambo's back. He burns the outpost, though, but Rambo spawns in, so he'll be able to replace that. Good play by Nelson, though. Really good play. We're seeing here this tank. Not going to let this happen again. Takes out that rep station, or that AT gun. Still having a bit of bitrate issues, which is strange. So I'm sorry, viewers, if you're still experiencing that. I get this cleaned up as best we can. The Heavy for ANZR playing in the back right now. I think he's cautious of the sappers that have made their way in here for SOB. Surely he is backing up a little bit. In the meanwhile, SOB's tank sitting pretty.
Got a second Heavy on the way too.
Yep, I see that over there. Garrison-wise, anything on the front line, or are they still kind of pushed back right now?
No, they've made some ground. They've got those OPs just to the east of that original Panther. So I think they'll need to start working towards getting another frontline garrison to establish that pressure and relieve Foy.
Let's check in on the offense, and actually ANZR doing a really good job on offense here. Couple squad leaders making their way into the point. SOB, a few squad leaders defending the point, but we might see a bit of cap pressure starting here in a moment. Looks like they have Snow Pier, a garrison. Their Gary's over here. kind of a scary spot if a tank is able to get in close, but for right now, they are totally good. And there it is, just a touch of cap pressure. ANZR cleaning up over here. MacD, great kills. And this is another airhead awake.
Too many airheads already.
TPLite is really completely different. With less players, there's less people around to see. There's less people around to, OPs around to spawn near there. So we're seeing airheads being used by pretty good effect by both these teams. Nelson back in on the airhead. See if he's able to make any magic happen. Eli versus MacD. MacD with that Tommy. That guy is hard to see.
Took out, did well to take out MacD. MacD is quite the shooter.
Yeah,
nowadays.
MacD is great. He went down to Castle, who was laying down on top of a half track. But yeah, he's a beast. I was able to see him take out a few as we joined in over there. Let's see if Leitner could find this airhead or the OPs that are placed around it. See that one outpost in the next to the house by Redman. Louis.
SOB's in trouble. They've got one live garrison.
On the whole map?
On the whole map.
That is truly a tough situation to be in. Louis going in to clear out spurts. Eli and his OP, one of the only things that remain inside the point. We do see an SOB spawn wave from their garrison, but I believe their garrison is pinged out and artillery is starting to fall around there. Even more of a precarious situation to find themselves in, Frosty.
Absolutely. Absolutely. If that artillery is dialed in, I know Rooster is an absolute beast.
Yeah, I'm in Rooster's squad right now. he's I see, so because I'm in the artillery squad, I can see like hit where he pings, and I just see him pinging the garrison over and over again. It's another
SOB's going to have a tough time trying to get out of that. They did manage to get up another front line over at Dugout again, same position in G4.
Yeah, we'll leave that for a second and see what SOB is cooking up on offense. Yep, there's the garrison. Spawn in by Goat, Demon, and Jess. We have Fool, Rambo over here pushing out towards the west. Or the east, I'm sorry. We do have a squad of ANZR holding this house. Very smart players. Edge, Roger, and Mike Mac. Just out of range of the grease gun, if you'd believe it, Awake.
I love that gun.
Don't even meme about that.
Best gun in the game.
Gosh, no. I'm sorry, but I have to disagree.
That is unfortunate for that player.
Yeah.
Just died to a rocket.
Yeah. It's a direct shot, and we see the commander marking garrison accurately. Well done. And we are seeing
Already
cap
coming
pressure. At least momentarily we were seeing cap pressure. The garrison is down. We were able to... We just caught the tail end of the SOB point garrison going down. Frosty, do they have anything else on Foy here to help themselves out?
I don't believe that garrison went down. So I did
Did it?
see Average Avocado nearly got the
Oh.
takedown, but it's still up.
It was hiding from me. It was hiding behind this tree. Yes, he almost had it.
So close.
We are seeing
If he had
captures.
gotten that garrison,
Oh,
boy,
yeah, we're seeing spawn waves in on that garrison. But yeah, if they didn't have that garrison, you were saying?
they would have been in so much trouble if they weren't able to maintain control of that area and that garrison. That has been their
Ooh.
lifeline.
And it's taken shots at by Avocado, who's back with the rocket, and he knows just where it is. He misses his first shot. Let's see if he could dial it in. Oh, just gets clipped on the wall. Avocado. He'll be going in for the manual dismantle, or is he just gonna kill himself for some quick ammo? SOB, resilient.
Here he comes. Average is coming in for that garrison.
Mm-hmm.
He's a man on a mission. Look at him go.
And he's on it. Takes it out. Oh, but Spurt's there to spray him down.
It's definitely worth his life taking that garrison.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at the map here just to get an idea what's going on. We have ANZR with the frontline presence from their garrison that has remained up, so well done on them. They have a garrison at Southern Edge, as well as one west of Dugout Barn, one on the blue line on the east of Dugout Barn, and then one on the red line, or the neutral line. So really good setup by ANZR right now. What are we looking like on the other side here, Frosty, now that Gary's gone?
SOB's starting to get some more garrisons up. They've got 2 in the D column, 3 and 4. And they've managed to just whack up a garrison again in Foy.
Nice.
Just off the point south of where their previous was.
Yeah, see it right here. They do have the P4 in here as well. Average Avocado got 1 shot in him already, so great job by him, but he's taken out. I think we're seeing him spawn right here. See if he could get the second. And he does. Avocado.
Nails it.
He says, get on my back. We're capturing this point. Great play by Avocado there with the garrison and then the P4. We do still have this garrison up. Joker is right here, though. He is on top of it. The one dude does not realize, I guess, that his garrison's locked, and Joker's able to take it out.
What a play.
One chance, taking out dude, pushing in with his squad. Oopsie daisy, backing him up.
ANZR's really coming in
Yep.
for the jugular right now, aren't they?
Absolutely. This is such a fun point to fight over as well. ANZR surpassing half cap here. Louis in the church, Crazy Foots, Macho, I'm sorry, and Average Avocado, both in this 3-story house here, holding it down. You said MacD is one of the best shooters in ANZR there, Frosty?
Absolutely. He's managed to get quite the reputation for himself nowadays, quite frequently dropping those triple digits, which everybody loves.
Love to have a player like that on your team. So much influence they can exert over, their surroundings.
Absolutely.
We are seeing a defiant effort here by SOB. Probably getting another Gary up, is that right, Frosty?
No, they've still only got the 2 in the D column, so they're running quite a distance. They've got a couple of OPs to help support on Foy. That's about it.
Yeah, and we're seeing 3 squad leaders, from ANZR in the cap area with 4 outposts make that. Fox Squad, I don't know if that's MacD Squad, but that's the one that Avocado is in, and they have a great outpost right over here, and, you know, if they can get a couple waves in there, maybe shift some defenders onto that outpost, might be able to completely wrap around these SOB guys for the cap.
Yeah, it looks like SOB's getting
Mike O'Neill.
Getting a grip back on Foy.
Mike O'Neill burns the outpost, puts an end to that threat. Really good play by Mike. They're reverting a lot of this pressure right now. Really, really strong work by SOB. Cap pressure begins again for ANZR. Avocado.
SOB just tried to get another airhead down at dugout. Oh, but it goes down instantly.
Well done by ANZR. Eyes to the sky, even when, you know, it'd be easy to put your head down and say, let's go in and let's capture this point. Well done by the defenders there. We have MacD.
Yeah.
Avocado, One Chance, Louie, Bouncy Boy, all moving into the point here. Avocado going for the push on Asparagus. Asparagus able to take him out. One Chance in a fantastic spot. And the sheer amount of SOB rallying to the point right now is so impressive. Let's back up a little so we can get a grander idea of what's going on. And realistically, it's just from ANZR being in the hard cap that is keeping the cap progress going. We might see ANZR put a halt to it here in a second. A lot of infantry coming from here, though, and Oopsie Daisy flanks them all. Oopsie Daisy is just going off, taking out the garrison. Takes it out. That might secure the ANZR cap. Oh, he's out of ammo. Oh, great play by Oopsie Daisy.
That was amazing play by Daisy. She's quite a weapon on ANZR as well. I highly rate her as a squad lead. She did really well on that play percent.
Awesome to see. What a play by her.
Looks like ANZR's getting this cap.
Yep.
SOB defended that so well, but just couldn't hold on to it.
What does it look like for outposts here in a second, Frosty, when, let's see if SOB is able to replace their outposts and kind of retain some cap pressure here?
Yeah, not seeing any spawn points on the map whatsoever. It's a bit scary on the SOB side. They have 2 squad leads on Foy. They really need to get some OPs down.
Oh no, and one of them goes down to a tank. We've kind of lost sight of the tank battle here with all that infantry action, but we have Fly Spray, Smokey, and Why So Serious moving on up in the 76. And then we have another 76 with Satch, Avery, and Woozy. Avers, sorry. Aversive. I can't read. I've done a lot today. Sorry, guys.
SOB's looking like they're in trouble. They've been wiped out from Foy. They've just managed to whack up a frontline garrison there, which is going to prove quite vital for them.
Right. But ANZR are doing a lot of things right now. Moving up their tanks. They've not quite yet gotten a point close to the to Foy, but they do have an eastern flank garrison, which is very important to have in those group of houses. Nothing quite yet on the offensive side of things. So SOB does have a little time to kind of get it together, get those garrisons up, and start working. 54 minutes, you can't lose your head at this point. You can't say, oh, things have gone so bad so fast. There's plenty of time in this match, just like how 35 minutes ago this was a 2-2 match. Right now it could be the same thing in another 30 minutes for SOB. So
I think the point layout actually kind of plays in SOB's favor now a little bit
Yep.
because that it's what 600 meters between two like both hard caps. Like
Right.
that is an insane amount of distance to cover, and it's like like you don't play defense or you don't play offense right, you can be in a world of trouble if you're ANZR.
And what we're seeing here in Cobra Factory, I think this is like the biggest thing right now for SOB is to get in Cobra Factory, get outposts up over here, and start pushing with some armor. Because this MG is doing a good job just holding it out, but ANZR, also extremely good players, also very aware that this factory is going to be critical for their defense at this point.
I was just about to say, you just commentated curse that MG,
Yeah.
but he died before I could say anything.
You know, the commentator's curse works fast. Sometimes it works slow, but it always works. I don't mean to do it. I just want to shout out some of you guys' names and, you know, highlight some good play, but at the same time, I'm killing you, so I apologize.
A damned if you do, damned if you don't situation.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, there's so many great players in our community, like from these smaller teams that participate in TPLite to the, you know, the biggest teams in the TPL main. So everyone deserves a little bit of a shout out when they're putting on a highlight. You know, not everyone clips these things. Not everyone is watching everyone's clip. So if we can showcase some amazing play, just like Crazyfoot taking out 2 guys with a bazooka there, then I'm going to make sure your name gets said during these matches. Even if it does kill you again, I'm sorry. I don't mean to. I mean the best. I really do. Like Goat Piss. Like, come on, dude. What a name. How could you not want to talk about Goat? Say, you know, that's how
That was some gnarly timing.
Yeah, see? It's at least it adds some comedic relief, I suppose. At whose expense, I'm not sure. Probably the person getting cursed, but...
Was it Crazyfoot who gave him the rocket as you said that also, or?
I think it was the tank that got him, that blasted him right out of here.
Gee whiz.
But look at this, Frosty. ANZR playing so well with this tank right now. Supporting him, tank supporting him right back, and they're able to push all the way through Cobra and start a little offense.
They have done amazing to get control of Cobra Factory so early. SOB's got a lot of ground to cover. ANZR's really capitalising on it.
Oh, goodness. What was that they just took out here? Is this a tank? No, just a truck. Gotta get the points when the points are there to take. We're seeing Mike Mack just playing pocket engineer for Satch's crew. Great positioning by the armor here. I mean, this tank here with Satch is just dominantly positioned. Nothing is going to be able to come out of the HQ and surprise them from the road or what have you. And that tank working really well with the infantry over there. You can't go wrong with that sort of support. Not a good place to be right now if you're that one dude as he goes down. We'll rejoin the attack. Is there anything actually going on for SOB on the map that looks interesting there, Frosty?
They've got I believe it's a medium tank. Yeah, medium tank PV4 on the map edge on the red-blue line.
Yep.
T2.
I see him.
He looks like he could be putting Satch in a bit of danger if he's not spotted soon. I'm unsure of his visibility through all the trees.
In the medium, he won't be able to really do too much against these heavies that are rolling up. What is
No, that's right.
What's SOB's fuel look like?
It's not great. It looks like they've had a node set taken down. They're only sitting on 50. But the fuel situation's sitting at about 290.
Wow.
So not enough for another heavy. They're really being
the economy,
strangled.
Yeah, the economy battle is getting absolutely won by ANZR. ANZR having nearly 1,900 fuel. So
wow.
If they want, they can start rolling out a half track and just stash it on Dugout Barn, you know, and just kind of fight recon that way a little bit. they are at a complete and total fuel surplus, and these tanks are playing safely to where you have some to spend if you're the commander here in Gamel.
Yeah.
But look at this. Their 76 definitely is aware that the medium tank is over here, and he shoots him once. I'm not sure if he penned, or no, he did. He got him. Oh goodness.
That's leaving SOB with a single light tank coming out of their top left spawn.
And look at this. Is the other 76 moving in as well? He doesn't appear to. He's probably staying on defense smartly. But this 76, he's got a bubble of infantry ahead of him, and he's pushing.
He knows he's wiped the field of the tanks, and he's capitalizing on that.
Right.
He's just sending it in.
Defensive bombing run, or no, offensive bombing run by ANZR. And that's going to get a couple. Might have got the garrison. What are we looking like at garrisons on the final point here?
They have 2 OPs and a single garrison still on road to Racone. They've got a reinforce down as well to try and help support them, but it's not looking great.
Yeah, and some cap pressure starting on both parts. Foy under a little contest, and road to Racone nearing on quarter cap right now for ANZR. We're seeing that.
ANZR really coming out strong this game.
Yeah, really a blitzkrieg type of attack by ANZR, but let's not forget about SOB does still have cap pressure here. It must have been an airhead. Is that right? Frosty?
For the one in Foy?
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. That looks like they've got a red zone garrison set up in D4, and they've got a few OPs just to the east of that. So they've sent quite a lot to attack Foy.
Could be dangerous right here if you're ANZR with the hard cap being completely dominated by SOB right now. But it's on the other hand also being dominated by ANZR, and ANZR has taken out their garrison, so this might do it for SOB here.
I think ANZR have done it. They've achieved their first 5-0.
Wow, is that
for
true?
the season. Yeah, yep.
Wow, that's a big achievement, especially on a map like Foy, but we said it at the start, and you know, it came to fruition. The tankers have absolutely dominated this match for ANZR, and that's going to win them the day.
GG's the ball.
What a game. Good game for both.
Absolutely. Let's just talk a little bit about how this match went. Awake, what is your primary takeaways here?
Just feel like the armor for ANZR kind of led them the way. I mean, they really didn't lose. I think they lost 1 tank and probably 2. Just the 2 starting medium and light and recon, or like the light tank and the recon tank, for the lack of better words. Other than that, they didn't lose a single heavy or really a medium ever since their starting vehicle. So I think the ANZR's tankers played an excellent game. Not to say that SOB didn't play a good tank battle too, but the ANZR just were better tankers in this one.
How about you, Frosty? What's your takeaway from this match as ANZR pulls off their first 5-0 of the season here?
I think they did really, really well. As you said, their tank and infantry support really it gave them the upper hand. They seem to have played conservative when they needed to and got aggressive when they should have, and they, managed to take home the win. I think that came down to their tanking that game.
Yeah, I think this was a really, really fun one to end our Saturday for TPLite featured match. As we look forward to tomorrow, though, we do have more action on the way. We have the 21st versus 9 May, which is going to be on Quarantine Night, and that's tomorrow afternoon on the TPL official channel, or Twitch channel, and Awake will be casting that one, so make sure you stick around tomorrow for some more Hell Let Loose action on the TPL official channel. Make sure you subscribe to Awake's channel on YouTube, now Awake. And Frosty, you have anything to plug before we sign off here?
I'm just super grateful that you've had me on here. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, thanks so much for jumping on the other side and giving us some insight into how that all went, and mostly to especially giving us some background on these ANZR from a Oceania clan member perspective. So thank you so much for joining, Frosty. Thank you so much for joining Awake. And thank you so much for joining, viewers out there. We appreciate you spending some of your Saturday night with us, and we hope the rest of your evening is a great one. And we will see you tomorrow for some more TPL